thank you again for your comments. If you have any questions, please let me know. It's easier for me to make videos based on questions rather than it is for me to think of something that you might already know. The video I did the other day included the word lottery in a sign, and I just wanted to talk about something from that word. This is another indoor video. When I was teaching myself to read initially a long time ago, I used to study indoors, try to learn things, and then go outside to practice, and I think it's important to do both. So with lottery, we've got 3 syllables, and it's the middle syllable I want to talk about, which makes an sound, lottery. And in this word, we create that vowel sound with a vowel combination of sara a and or ang, and they surround the consonant. Sara a is before and or ang is after. And the reason for that is that this syllable doesn't have a final consonant. Now, if you want to make the same vowel sound on a word that does have a final consonant, you do it in a different way. And I've got 2 examples here. So, like to open or to be open. And that's got a Dordek final consonant. And the way we create the vowel sound is to have a sara a in front of the consonant and a sara I above the consonant or above the second consonant in a consonant cluster. Another example here, it's got the difficult ngongu consonant as an initial consonant, makes a sound something like ngern. And once again, the sara a is before the initial consonant, and the sara I is above the consonant. So there's two ways to make that vowel sound depending on whether you've got a final consonant or not. That's it. Now, English. English is a horrible written language. It must be extremely difficult for Thai students to learn English, because that sound we can make in many different ways, and with English we'll use the same spelling and it makes a different sound in different words. It's really complicated. So her, fur, sir, heard, they've all got that ER sound. Now, heard, if we take the final D off, that should make the same sound, her, but it doesn't, it changes, it goes to hear. It's not I'm here, it's can you hear? And that's almost 2 syllables, hear, which in Thai is a water monitor, and it's also quite an offensive insult to call someone a water monitor. So in many respects, Thai is an easier language to learn to read than English. I really do feel sorry for Thai students. Right, now I hate transliteration. Sometimes I'm forced to transliterate. If someone can't read Thai and they want to know a Thai word, the only way to sort of tell them is to transliterate it. And with that vowel sound, I will always use ER. I think that's the simplest. Her. In many signs, you will see that vowel combination transliterated as OE. There's a big eyeglasses chain in Thailand called Top Jarun, and this is one example of where that vowel combination is transliterated to OE. And the spelling, the Thai spelling of Jarun is quite tricky. This had me fooled when I first started reading, because you've actually got to put an implied vowel between the Georgian and the Rorua. Now, phonetically, the way I've written it here is more accurate. And it's interesting looking at my kids' Thai textbooks, this is how they will teach them. They'll give them a word like this, where there are implied vowels, and then they will give them the phonetic spelling. So that's how they learn. It can be quite tricky for foreigners to pick up, but it's Jarun. Another thing I don't like about this transliteration, and there are hundreds of things I don't like about transliteration, is that Georgian I will transliterate as J in English, and here it's CH, and this is done a lot. You know, the Chulalongkorn, the previous king, and the big university in Bangkok, that uses a CH. I think it's a J sound. And anyway, so if I transliterate it as an ER, which makes sense to me as an English speaker, why is it written as OE? And although this might not make any sense to an English speaker, it does make sense to a German speaker. If we take the German word for beautiful, schön, again, my German pronunciation won't be very good, but that sound is actually an sound. And the vowel that Germans use is the umlaut O. Now, many other languages don't have umlaut vowels, so there's no umlaut vowels on a keyboard. So an acceptable way to write an umlaut O is to write OE. That makes an sound. So with this word Jarun, it would make sense to a German speaker, but it won't make sense to an English speaker. And I've actually noticed several other examples in the transliteration system that make sense to German speakers, but don't make sense to English speakers. Anyway, I hope I've covered that. I think it might be a good idea just to do some short videos with, just picking on specific points rather than doing long videos. If you've got any questions about this video, please let me know. If you've got any questions about anything else, please let me know. And I'll try to do some more of these videos soon. Thanks for watching.